Let's make some colorful circles in GameLab. You'll want to start with an empty project and come over here to the animation tab and just draw whatever 3 shapes you want to. I'm going to grab the circle, and notice it'll make ovals of lots of different widths and heights. So if you want it to be a perfect circle, hold down Shift while you draw it, any size you want, and then come down here and paint whatever color you like. Then crop it, rename it the color, and then duplicate it. Pick a new color, rename, and duplicate again. Pick a new color, and rename it again. Okay, you're done with animations. Then you need to come over here to the code and actually make 3 sprites. So we'll grab this var sprite 3 times. Name them red, green, and blue. And then you want to draw them on the screen. Okay, there we are, red, green, and blue all stacked on top of each other. And now we need to connect these images to these gray boxes. So to do that, we'll grab this set animation and put it underneath each one. Make sure the first blanks match, red, green, and blue. And then you'll use this little pull down to choose the image to connect. Now we can only see the blue one because it's on top of the stack. But if you scooted one over, scooted one down, you can see you have all 3. Now the actual locations here don't matter because as soon as we draw them right here, we're going to randomize them. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to grab an X and a Y for the red. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the blue and the green, but first let's add a little math in here. Let's set the X value and the Y value to a random number. You can do it wherever you want to, but I'm going to do 0 to 400. That'll be the entire width of the screen. And now let's take these 2 guys and Control-C to copy, and let's paste them twice so we can do the same thing for green and for blue. Well, that's a good start, right? Actually, that's fun in itself. I almost want to leave it there, but let's see what else we can do. Next, we'll add a sprites, and we're going to add a speed and direction block for each color. Let's put those down here. And again, we'll do red, green, blue. Let's give them different speeds, like 10, 15, 20. Let's just see what that looks like. Can't really tell any difference. I think what we need to do is put these inside an if. So let's say if we need a variable here to control. So let's make a variable called direction and start it at maybe -180. And then let's say if direction is, wait, first we need to increment. Let's say every time we draw the loop, we add 1 to direction. So direction equals direction plus 1. And then let's say if direction is greater than +180, then we can give them a new location. Let's try that. And then let's just see what that looks like. Ooh, that's cool. Now 90 is straight down, so if I change this number on the red one to 180, the red one's going to go that way. If I change it to 0, I'm guessing it will go right. That's fun, you could play with those, but instead let's just stick direction in there for the red. Let's do direction in there for all of them. So that means its direction starts at -180 and then it's going to change along the way. So you can see they're kind of arching. I think if we speed them up a bit, let's do 25, 30, 35. Oh, there they're coming back. Let's see if they pop back up on the screen in just a second. There they go, and then it goes wild because it's the direction's still greater than 180. So what we need to do is after we move them, put the direction back to negative 180. Let's try that. I don't like how far away they're going. Maybe 400 is too much. Let's try 100 to 300. While we wait for those guys to come back. Let's see what that looks like. Still arching too far. I think what I need to do is increase the rate that the direction is changing. So let's change that from 1 to 10. Oh, that's getting cool. Maybe we even make it 5 and see what happens. Let's try the other way, 15. Well, yeah, there we go. Now this isn't exactly the same as the one that I modeled, but I like it. Let's try 20. Oh yeah, I think that's excellent. We might want to move everything down the screen a little bit, so I'm actually thinking about these Ys. Should probably go back to 400. But you can just play with it and make it look any way you want. Let's see if that'll cover the bottom of the screen now. Yeah, that looks better. All right, have fun.